Hi, I'm Grace. I'm working as a management accountant in a commodity trading company. Organizing and gathering data in Excel is my daily job. So today, in this video, I'm going to share some real working examples and the most frequently used Excel functions with you. So let's get started. So first of all is the if logic test. This is a formula or function which allow you to define and output data by specific conditions. So for example, here I got a table, but before I can really use the data in this table, I need to do some cleaning job. So as you can see, this cost and the revenue now are both positive figure, but for accounting purpose, I need to convert this revenue into a credit number, which is a negative figure. So what I can do is use the if function. I give an argument to the system like, if this is a cost, give me this number. Otherwise, give me a negative of this number. So now, as you can see, the revenue line has turned to a credit number. This is what I expected. But how about when you have multiple arguments or multiple conditions to define an output? So here is the example. After I have converted this revenue into an active figure, what I really want to do next is I want to just focus on this actual number. I can please just let me ignore this estimate figure. So what I can really do is use another round of if function and then just ask a computer to give me a dash if this is an estimate. So as you can see, I think you have noticed already, this if function and the previous if function, actually they can nested to each other. So as you can see here, this part of the formula, it is what we have get from E2 here. So when you need nested the if functions together, it's just to make your template or layout neat and nice, and just trying to reduce the mistake and reduce any human errors. So this function can be really handy and powerful because every time when you have a database, if you download some data from a system, it's not always perfect. So you need to modify it before you can really use it. And the second one is VLOOKUP. This is the function allow you to search or looking for the data you need from another source or another table. So for example, here I have a table, and this table contains the vessel's name. This is the name of the ship. And then each ship, each vessel, we have its own reference, unique ID. And now what I'm looking for is which desk this vessel belongs to. So the data I need is in this table. This is the database actually. And then what I have to do by using VLOOKUP is I need to find a key, try to help me to find the corresponding data, which is this column. So in the syntax, it will look like this. So this is, I'm looking for B3, like this number in the database in this 2 column, and then you tell the computer the answer I'm looking for is in the 2nd column, and then 0 means exactly match type. So VLOOKUP is really useful when you are looking for some data from another table. And then we move to index and match. We usually use them together because it can be really handy function to search the data or locate the data. So how the index work? You can just simply understand this like a coordinate system. What you need is just an X and a Y, and then you will know where's the location of this data. So for example, now I have this table, I have this vessels, it's the same table I actually have before. So now I want to know each vessel's current status. Are they underwater or it has been redelivered to owner? So actually take an example here for this Shanyingzuo, this one. I know my answer is in this place, is in this redelivery highlight. So this is in column 4 in row 3. So here I'm insert this 2 number, and this function will help me to locate this answer I'm looking for. But this is a little bit meaningless if every time you need to count by yourself or you need to, looking for manually where is this data. You just lose the point. So what I'm gonna do is use the match function to help us to locate this data. So how the match can help in this case is if I match this Shanying Zuo into column of the database, and then they will return 3 because they tell me it's in the 3rd position. And then if I match current statue into the database, it will let me know it's in the 4th position. So as you can see, I guess you have noticed, this is the data I was looking for in the index formula. So I can nest this to match function into the index, which is like this. So as you can see the detail, the formula starts with the index, but it's also nested this to match function inside. So this can be really powerful combination when you have a lot of data and you don't really know where's the data coming from or where's the data located. So just to simply match and index them together, you will find the data you are looking for. It can be really powerful and handy. So next one is SUMIF. Just like the name of this formula, it will help you to sum up the corresponding value based on the conditions you are giving. So here I have a trial balance, and each month what I have to do is to reclass some of this account to another account. So from the bigger picture, I want to see all the details, like some of them is a reclass, some of them is still leave here, we don't need to do anything with them, but I also want to see the summary number of this all reclass I'm gonna do. So this can help me to keep both details and also the sum number for all reclass. And then we move to conditional formatting. This is a really helpful function when you want to highlight some specific data, like the top 10 on your list or the lowest 10 on your list. So what I always need to do is to highlight duplicate, because sometimes when I have a database, the first thing I need to check is there any duplicate value? I need to modify it or delay it. So trust me, 99% of accounting in this word hate duplicate this word. It is not some word sounds good. It sounds something gonna happen. So what we can do is using this conditional format. It has been set up in Excel by default already. And then it will look like this. The color of this conditional formatting you can change and you can modify it by yourself. So this is a very powerful function because you can also create your own rules to highlight some specific cells by your own requirement. And then is the data validation. So in the real work, you might need to gathering some data or some information for multiple people, and they will help you to fill in your table with hand typing. So things always happen that people typing either by mistake or different expression, but actually they mean the same thing. So for example, here, some people were typing like to be nominated, or some people just typing TBN. They actually the same thing. But when the data come back to me, I need to spend time to correct them. So this actually can be prevented from beginning. So what we need to do is to create a list by using the data validation. So this will be the result the people are gonna see. So when you send them the data, when you send them this template, what they're gonna see is just a drop-down list. So instead of hand tapping, they can just need to choose one of them. So it is really easy for both of you. So now pivot table. This is one of the most important and powerful feature in Excel. So if we say the previous session like data validation or conditional format is the most frequently using tool, I have to say this pivot table is the must-know function, because it's not only to help us to extract data, it's also really important and useful to analyze the data. So let's take an example. This is the table I have, and you know what, actually I don't really care about the name of the vessel or the detail of the vessel. I just simply want to have a general idea of the big picture about what is going on. So what I can do is I can create a pivot table by dragging the column and the row by my own way, and then just making an analyzing table. So what actually makes a pivot table more powerful is the same database, you can have a different type of analyzed, organized way. So for example, these two tables are exactly from the same database, but depends on what you want to analyze, depends on what the purpose, depends on the user. Everyone might have a different type of table. So this is really important and a powerful tool in Excel. So now we move to the last one, Micro and VBA. VBA stands for Virtual Basic Applications, which is actually a programming language in Excel. You need to write codes as a developer to create your customized functions in Excel to help you to do some repetitive work, to automate your working process. So this is a next level of Excel. So for just the fact that in my company, only the accountant who know how to use VBA can be promoted to a senior position. So this is a hard requirement, but I'm pretty sure for all the industry, all this job, VBA can be really, really helpful, not only just for accountant. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. There is a list here, which is also a really useful skills and functions for organizing data and analyzing data in this finance and accounting industry. So if you're interested, I leave it for you guys to check it out. And also about how to learn in the future about Excel and, for example, VBA course if you're interested. The first of all, you can learn a course. For example, the LinkedIn Learning has a lot of this kind of online course. They're really well structured, and also they will issue you a certificate after you finish the course on your LinkedIn page. So it can be a good exposure, and or you're just learning by doing it, because every time when I met any difficulties, I just Google it online, and 99% people had the similar situation and difficulties or questions like yours. So there are also the multiple different type of solutions you can use. So it's a really fun, and you will get a lot of sense of achievement when you solve this kind of difficulties. And so thanks for your time today. Hopefully this is going to be a really good understand for you as a start. So good luck with everything.